loan. Who was funding her? Will Teesta reveal? Mr. X to the SIT. Alok Mehta, editorial director of India News, is live with us. RVS Mani, former Under Secretary, joins us live. PKD Nambiar, political analyst, is joining us live. Joyita Basu, editor of the Sunday Guardian, is also on the... In fact, quickly bring in PKD Nambiar at this point as well, because there are going to be political ramifications. According to you, what will be the political impact, the political ramifications of now this decision to form an SIT to probe Teesta Setalvad, Sanjeev Bhatt and others? PKD Nambiar.
Well, Uday, I don't
it also comes, let me add, almost immediately after that clean chit to Prime Minister Narendra Modi by the Supreme Court finally.
Uday, if you really look at from the point of view of if the court was not given such kind of a judgment, of course there could have been a political conspiracy. People would have been talking about so much all about that the Modi and Amit Shah is going all after these so-called human rights activists. But today, what happened was that the Supreme Court itself, as clearly mentioned, there is a conspiracy to roll out for a 20-year-long campaign against to malign the very image of the then Chief Minister and the current Prime Minister. So we need to understand that this is, of course, there is most of the people like us who have always been talking about there was a conspiracy, and it was a conspiracy continued for a longest of time. All the left liberals across the country was celebrating the Teesta. In fact, you will also be understanding that if you really look at it, the Teestas or Mr. Sri Kumar, all these people were only having the crocodile tear only for a section of the right victims, but not the other side. Look at from the fact today that on 27th, where it all this started, on 27th February, when in 2002, when this has the Godhra carnage happened, where is that 54 or 59 odd people who were burned to death? There is no crocodile tear by Teesta. She has not filed any kind of petition. She has never spoken for even a word for those victims. Are they not human beings? Are they not the Indian citizens? Were they Pakistanis or somewhere else? Even if they are, but there is something called as humanism for those people as well. So there was a selective, targeted image, maligning conspiracy. There is no doubt, both nationally and internationally. And now there are so many more and more evidences are coming out that how these people have been funded heavily, how they have been given free legal advices and legal opinions and legal representation in the various courts. The only thing, where is it all coming from? The people who were representing Teesta were like, for one particular sitting, they used to charge 20 lakh, 25 lakh rupees. And just imagine if that was the case, what could have been the kind of money which has been moved in this last 20 years with this whole conspiracy theory. But जैसे कहते हैं ना कि दूध का दूध, पानी का पानी, कभी न कभी सच सामने आएगा ही. And I think that is what has happened. But fortunately, only one good thing had happened, that SIT was formed, none other than formed by the Supreme Court. And one of the greatest, the CBI director we had, Mr. Raghavan was the person. I had a brief interaction with him a couple of months ago, wherein just casually we were even talking. But then, of course, the idea was that everybody was known to it. There is a huge conspiracy. And not only that, Uday, just look at the other point of view. In this last 20 years, a large number of people, including some of your colleagues from the media, they were all celebrating Teesta and Sri Kumar as if they were having so much of evidences against Mr. Modi or that then government or the BJP as a whole. But on what account? Where are they all today? I think you should ask this question to all those fellow journalists, all those people who are the left liberal, the so-called the captains of secularism in India. You should ask them, what happened to them now? They have heard from the horse's mouth that the apex court of this country, they need to come out and answer to the whole world. The people, I think on another show in your own channel, Mr. Mani was telling on to the Rishabh the other day how one of the topmost journalists from here, from Delhi, had gone to the on an invitation of Mr. Modi, and they took the entire journalists back without even attending the Chief Minister's breakfast meeting. So there was overall a picture wanted to paint, but unfortunately, from the mouth ka saudagar to all kind of name calling to Mr. Modi, and the people who have died from both the sides. Of course, it's not like that only a one-sided. It was not like a 1984 riots, or it is not like a 1921 Mopila Lehla. Only one side was completely been decimated or killed brutally or attacked. It was basically both the sides. But the people, the Teesta, these kind of a gang or a Sanjeev Bhatt, etc., were only having one-sided crocodile tears, one-sided human rights activism, one-sided emotions, one-sided representing only one side of the people to the courts after court. They are only been talking about one side of the society across the country.
Okay.
There are thousands of seminars, conferences these people have been attended. Even I was told to somebody that they even used to charge then, that time, that even to attend a seminar they used to have a fee, because she was a celebrated human rights activist in India who is taking on to the mighty Prime Minister Modi. But today, I think that the world knows the truth. Uday.
Okay, PKD Nambiar has a quick intervention, then I'll get in Joyita Basu. Yes.
I think it's the time of Joyita, but I just wanted to, even while as we speak, there is a support who is coming to Teesta and condemning the arrest of both these people by the Pinarayi Vijayan, the Chief Minister. So these are the places where these people were celebrated, given platforms to malign, as Alokji said, the democracy, not just Mr. Modi. So I think, just imagine at the highest level, even today, there are people, despite the Supreme Court heard, Supreme Court given its verdict, told the people to fix that conspiracy, but even today the sitting Chief Minister is supporting these people. So imagine the kind of conspiracy and the highest level what they are getting.
Okay. Joyita Basu, my thanks to all of our guests for joining us on this discussion. Let's take a short break. Much more coming up.